Behind me, we got the Toyota Prado 150 series. And if you ask me, this current facelift is the best looking Prado you can get. Now, Off-Road Animal is going to make it look even better, but not only look better, go better off-road. Big plans for this vehicle, starting off with a Bullbar with all the accessories that go with that. So we got a winch, lights, UHF. We're also going to be putting on Off-Road Animal rock sliders, an Off-Road Animal roof rack, and to top it off, a Dobinson suspension lift with some wheels and tires to really set it off and perform like you want it to off-road. Now, I'm really excited to get this one underway. First up, the Bullbar. Oh, now that I'm 40, it's not so easy to do this anymore. Well, Predator bar's going on. First up, gotta rip this factory bumper off. Let's tear it off. Now we got the factory bumper off. The car is naked. This is what your Prado looks like underneath. Not much protection. Off-Road Animal in. Here's our impact absorbers and our tow points. These impact absorbers allow you to maintain your airbag compliance. So your car will actually have the airbag deploy at the correct time, and our recovery points because every Bullbar needs it. Now, for all you YouTube commenters, time for some loud and obnoxious music. Factory bumper off, you do need to take out your factory accessories to relocate them to the Bullbar. Your headlight washers come out relocated in. Your factory fogs also relocated in. If your vehicle comes with parking sensors, you will need to pull that out as well to put into the Bullbar. Luckily this one doesn't have it, but let's pull it all out. Now, we've got the Off-Road Animal lights on. The 22-inch Off-Road Animal slimline light bar integrated into the Bullbar. It's got to go on before you put the bar on for this vehicle only. And then up top, the Off-Road Animal ass kicker lights. Why do we call them the ass kicker lights? Well, they kick ass. You got these side shooters on the side that really light up the track. Full LED here for that whole bright, complete look. This is the package. You don't need any more lights. They're ass kicking. Now, one of the real benefits of the Off-Road Animal bars is the ability to put a winch in the Bullbar after the bar's fitted. So you can see the bars on sitting nice and pretty. Now, if you wanted, you can just put the mesh panels and the bash plate on now and be done. But we're obviously fitting a winch. So in this case, we slide the winch in and it's mounting feet down. So most winches, like this worn one here, are designed to go feet down with control box on top. Quite simply, put it in, put your bolts on, run your wires, and you're way to go. Mesh panels allow you to put your hand in through the side and you can operate your free spool or put your control plug in. So fantastic here. Easy to put a winch in, take it out for maintenance, don't have to remove the whole bar. Here's the compliance plate, very important, put on your bar showing that it's compliant for Australian roads. We generally advise people to put it underneath the bash plate so it's not out inside your face, but if anyone needs to see it, you can crawl down and find it. So I'll just put it on now. Voila! Magnificent. How good does it look? Suspension next, then wheels and tires. You're gonna love it.
Now, any good touring vehicle needs a good suspension package to go off-road. Now, we've opted for the Dobinson MRA kit. Now, this MRA kit is fully adjustable. So off on the remote canister, you have adjustment for high speed and low speed compression, and on the shaft, you got adjustment for the rebound. Now, we've opted for a 2-inch lift on here, even though you can adjust that height on the shock itself when it's off the vehicle. Now, this 2-inch lift gives us enough room for the wheels and tires that we're just about to put on. You know what makes me super excited? New wheels and tires. What we have is some Method Race wheels, 702, 17-inch with 8.5-inch wide, going on Maxxis Razor Muddies. They are 285/70/17. There's a 0 offset on the rim, so it's perfect for this Prado here. We're gonna be putting some flares on to cover them up. These little muddies here are fantastic bit of gear on the Prado, great for touring here. We definitely need to get them on straight away because I'm in super uncomfortable line like this. So I've taken the factory Prado roof rails off, and it's time to put on a full roof rack. Now, all good touring vehicles need a full roof rack, and the Off-Road Animal Scout rack is the perfect match. Cue the time lapse.
Time to rip off these factory Toyota side steps and put something usable on for off-road. The last off-road animal product we're putting on is our chassis mounted rock sliders. Let's get them on. Now that we've got the 2 brackets mounted on the chassis, it's time to put the steel step on the extrusion. So the step here, we put all the nuts and bolts through, slides on to this heavy duty extrusion, which is the backbone of the whole rock slider. Slide those on, put them together, bolt it onto the brackets, and we're done. All good four-wheel drive touring vehicles need a good awning. Now on the Scout roof rack, we're gonna put a 270-degree awning so we got shade everywhere we go. The Prado is now complete. We've added quite a few accessories on it, but a few last things we had to add. We got a UHF, a snorkel, and of course the vehicle wrap, so you know it's an off-road animal vehicle. So with all these products and accessories by Off-Road Animal, you now have the complete touring package. Here's the Off-Road Animal rock sliders. These are a serious rock slider that mounts directly to the chassis via 2 heavy-duty steel brackets, which then mount to a seriously strong aluminum extrusion, which is the backbone of the rock sliders. From there, that's mounted directly onto a steel step. Now this steel step has tread on top, which is great for grip. Moving on to the front, we've got the Predator Bullbar. The Predator Bullbar is chock-a-block full of features. Now we've got high lift jack points, we've got integrated toe points, an integrated bash plate. If you have parking sensors, accommodation for them. If you got your headlight washers, accommodation for them. Now the bar also sits nice and tight to the vehicle, so it doesn't stick out too far like a lot of competitors, so it also looks tough on the vehicle and allows you to mount a lot of cool accessories that you should take off-road. Now we've got lights on top, lights inside, and a winch inside the bull bar there. And we've also mounted a UHF antenna on top. And that rounds out this Predator bar for your Toyota, which gives it that modern, aggressive look. As I gingerly lounge on this roof rack, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it. Here at Off-Road Animal, we call this the Scout roof rack. Now, the cool thing about the Scout roof rack is this low profile. It doesn't stick out too far like a lot of other ones, nice and tight to the roof. It's especially if you need to get to underground car parks and stuff like that. However, it's got a lot of functionality. Now it's got extrusion all the way along. These rails that I'm gingerly sitting on have slots on the top, sides, and bottom. And they take a standard M8 nut, so you don't have to fluff around with proprietary nuts. You can just grab a nut from any hardware store, slot it in, and you can put, like we have here, hooks or any other accessories you want. You can mount on the sides, on the top, wherever. So the Scout roof rack completes the whole build of this off-road animal touring Prado. It's ready to take it off-road and see what it can do.